The Swedish CV90 AMOS, a variant of the Combat Vehicle 90 family, stands as a testament to Sweden's innovative yet pragmatic approach to military technology. Developed through a collaboration between Sweden's Hägglunds, now part of BAE Systems Hägglunds, and Finland's Patria, the CV90 AMOS integrates the advanced mortar system, a twin-barreled 120mm breech-loaded mortar turret, onto the proven CV90 chassis. This configuration was designed to deliver rapid, precise artillery support, boasting a rate of fire up to 12 rounds per minute and the ability to achieve multiple round simultaneous impact, where up to 10 rounds could strike a target simultaneously. Equipped with advanced fire control, GPS, and inertial navigation, the AMOS system promised to revolutionize battalion-level indirect fire capabilities while retaining the CV90's hallmark mobility, optimized for Nordic subarctic conditions like snow and wetlands. Conceived in the late 1990s as part of a Finnish-Swedish partnership, the CV90 AMOS aimed to replace aging mortar systems with a cutting-edge solution, blending the adaptability of the CV90 platform, itself evolved from the Mark0 to the modern Mark IV, with a state-of-the-art mortar turret. The journey of the CV90 AMOS in Sweden began with high ambitions, but was ultimately shaped by economic constraints. In 2000, Sweden and Finland agreed to jointly develop the AMOS system, building on a 1994 Nordic cooperation framework that included Denmark and Norway as observers. By 2003, Sweden committed to purchasing 40 CV90 hulls intended for the AMOS configuration, signaling intent to modernize its artillery capabilities. However, budget pressures soon intervened. In 2006, Sweden ordered 2 AMOS prototypes for evaluation under a 500 million CK contract with BAE Systems Hägglunds, with delivery slated for 2011. These prototypes showcased advanced features like digital fire control and autoloaders. But in 2009, the Swedish Genomförandegruppen recommended canceling the full AMOS program due to cost concerns, relegating the 40 hulls to storage. Instead, Sweden pivoted to a simpler alternative, the Mjölner system, a twin 120mm mortar setup lacking the AMOS's full automation. In December 2016, BAE Systems was contracted to equip the stored hulls with Mjölner, with deliveries completed between 2019 and 2020, followed by additional orders in 2022 and 2023, extending production into 2025. While Finland fully adopted AMOS on its Patria AMV chassis, Sweden's CV90 AMOS remained a prototype, never reaching full production. The delivery timeline of the CV90 AMOS reflects this shift in priorities. The 2 prototypes ordered in 2006 were intended for 2011 delivery, but post-cancellation, the focus turned to the Mjölner-equipped hulls. The first 40 of these began arriving in January 2019, with subsequent batches ordered to bolster Sweden's mechanized forces, all built on the CV90 chassis originally meant for AMOS. Meanwhile, upgrades to the broader CV90 family have kept the platform relevant, with programs like Reno 2016 to 2020, enhancing armor, electronics, and battlefield management systems across Swedish IFVs. The AMOS prototypes themselves featured sophisticated upgrades during development, such as increased protection and weight adjustments, but these advancements never translated into operational use. The Mjölner vehicles, now in service, incorporate the C4I LSS Mark Artillery Command System, a nod to the AMOS's influence, though they represent a scaled-back vision compared to the original plan. In terms of service history, the CV90 AMOS has none to speak of within the Swedish Army, existing only as a tested concept rather than a fielded system. The CV90 platform, however, has a storied record, with Swedish SRF 9040 IFVs seeing action in Liberia under UN command in 2004 and in Afghanistan from 2007 onward, alongside Norwegian and Danish variants. These deployments highlighted the chassis's reliability and combat prowess, surviving engagements like Norway's Operation Harakat Yolo in 2007 and Swedish operations in 2011. The AMOS system itself proved its worth in Finnish service on the AMV platform, but Sweden's version never left the prototype stage. The Mjölner-equipped CV90s, inheriting the AMOS legacy, are now operational, though as of 2025, they lack a combat record. To fully assess the CV90 AMOS, it's worth comparing it to similar competitors in the realm of mobile mortar systems, both contemporary and historical, to understand its place in the broader landscape of armored artillery. One direct competitor is the Finnish Patria AMV AMOS, which shares the same mortar turret, but mounts it on the 8x8 wheeled Patria armored modular vehicle rather than the tracked CV90 chassis. The Finnish variant entered service in 2006, with 18 units delivered, and has proven effective in exercises, leveraging the AMV's superior road speed up to 100 km/h and lighter weight, 16 to 26 tons depending on configuration, compared to the CV90's 23 to 37 tons. However, the CV90 AMOS offers better cross-country mobility in rugged terrain, a critical advantage in Sweden's forested and marshy landscapes. The AMV AMOS also benefits from Finland's smaller, more focused procurement, avoiding the budgetary hurdles that derailed Sweden's program. Both systems share the AMOS turret's advanced fire control and MRSI capability, but the CV90's track design aligns better with Sweden's mechanized doctrine, integrating seamlessly with its IFV fleet. Another competitor is the Russian 2S-31 Vena, a 120mm self-propelled mortar howitzer mounted on a BMP-3 chassis. Introduced in the late 1990s, the Vena combines mortar and gun capabilities, firing up to 8 rounds per minute with a range exceeding 13 km, slightly outperforming the AMOS's 10 to 13 km indirect fire range. Weighing around 19.5 tons, it's lighter than the CV90 AMOS, and its amphibious capability adds versatility. However, its fire control is less advanced, lacking the MRSI feature, and its rate of fire trails the AMOS's peak performance. The Vena has seen limited export, but its service history is opaque compared to Western systems. Against the CV90 AMOS, the Vena offers a broader tactical role, but sacrifices the precision and automation that define the Swedish-Finnish design, reflecting differing doctrinal priorities. Russia's emphasis on combined arms versus Sweden's focus on networked, high-tech solutions. Closer to home, the U.S. M1129 mortar carrier, based on the Stryker-wheeled platform, provides a useful foil. Armed with a single 120mm mortar, the M1129 entered service in 2005 and has seen extensive combat in Iraq and Afghanistan. It fires at 10 rounds per minute with a range of 7.2 km, less than the AMOS, but benefits from the Stryker's 60 mph road speed and lighter 18-ton frame. The M1129 relies on manual loading, lacking the AMOS's autoloader and MRSI, and its wheeled design limits off-road performance compared to the CV90's tracks. While battle-proven, the M1129 trades technological sophistication for simplicity and rapid deployment, contrasting with the CV90 AMOS's ambitious design, which aimed for artillery supremacy at the cost of complexity and expense. Overall, the CV90 AMOS stands out for its technological ambition. Its twin-barreled autoloader, MRSI, and integration with the robust CV90 chassis set it apart from simpler, often cheaper competitors. It outclasses the M1129 and Weasel in firepower and precision, rivals the Vena in range, and matches the AMV AMOS in sophistication while offering superior terrain adaptability. Yet, its complexity and cost, estimated higher than the Mjölner's $3 million per unit, AMOS likely neared $5 to $6 million, made it vulnerable to cancellation. Competitors like the Cardam and M1129 thrive on practicality, while the Vena reflects a different strategic ethos. The CV90 AMOS's unrealized potential thus mirrors Sweden's military ethos, pushing boundaries but constrained by pragmatism, leaving the Mjölner as a compromise that echoes its legacy without fully replicating its vision.